We'll continue working with the same comment app that we've developed earlier. Here is the index.html file. Here is the app.css file, which contains the CSS files for our app component. Now, there are a number of different components here. We have the comment.js file, which contains the comment component displaying a single comment to screen. We have the comment box.js file, which contains the comment box component, which renders the input text box to screen. We have the comment list.js file containing the comment list component, which displays a list of comments. All of these components make up the component tree at the root of which we have the app component. The app component is the top level component in our React application, and it holds state, a list of all of the messages that we display in our application. In this demo, we'll see how we can run our React application in the production mode. We'll no longer be working in development mode. So I have stopped the server that was previously running and I'm going to restart the server, but this time I'm going to do it in production mode. In order to be able to run React in production, you first need to create a production build of your application, and you can do that using npm run build. Executing this command will create a build directory within our comment application, and this build directory will contain all of our production assets that will be then served when we run our application. Let's take a look. Execute npm run build and wait for a little bit till the production build has been generated. You can see the message here. The production build is optimized in that it contains minified JavaScript and CSS so that the load time for your application is reduced. Once the production build is complete, you can take a look at what has been built. You can see on top here you have the file sizes after gzip. Your production files have been gzipped in order for them to be served fast. Observe that we have JavaScript files that have been generated as well as CSS files, and they're all within the build/static subfolder. These are the static files that will be served when your React application is loaded on the web browser. Another thing that you might have noticed here is that many of these files have the suffix chunk. There are chunk.js files and there are chunk.css files. What are these chunks? Well, they're an optimization strategy. Instead of putting all of the JavaScript into a single file or all of the CSS into a single file, they're split into chunks. Chunks might contain vendor code, that is, third party libraries that you have included, or these chunks might be code splitting chunks. Now, when you're working in React, your code is already componentized.